Into his presence would I enter now. Into his presence would you enter now. Welcome back, fam. Today we're going to be studying lesson 157 of A Course in Miracles, and we are going to enter into a state of mind that is so blissful that words cannot convey it. Now, let's go ahead and dive straight in. If you got the book, you already know where to go. If you don't got the book yet, the PDF is in the description. Let's go ahead and begin. Lesson 157. Into his presence would I enter now. This is a day of silence and of trust. It is a special time of promise in your calendar of days. It is a time heaven has set apart to shine upon and cast a timeless light upon this day when echoes of eternity are heard. This day is holy, for it ushers in a new experience, a different kind of feeling and awareness. You have spent long days and nights in celebrating death. Today, you learn to feel the joy of life. This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already and prepares us for what we have yet to learn. It brings us to the door where learning ceases and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches it can possibly attain. It leaves us here an instant, and we go beyond it, sure of our direction and our only goal. Today, it would be given you to feel a touch of heaven, though you will return to two paths of learning. Yet, you have come far enough along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above its laws and walk into eternity a while. I do want to pause right here and say, because me and you have remembered that time is a belief that me and you have been giving so much power to, we have believed that time exists. And as we have been learning and remembering, we know that time is a concept of our imagination, meaning if we're experiencing a problem, the answer is simultaneously created, and most of the time we believe that it's going to take time for us to reach the answer. It's going to be a few days till we start feeling a little better. It's going to take a week for us until we could get to this state of mind again and get over that breakup or get over that loss that we took. We think it's going to take time for those things, and the more we believe that, the more we reinforce the belief of time. However, because me and you have reached the point where we understand that time is a belief that we have made, although we may not have transcended that belief yet, we at least know that we are the cause of that belief. We are the reason why that belief is dictating our worlds, and we know that although we still abide by the laws of time, we know that it is our decision to do so, and we can leave that decision anytime we want to. When we know that and we act from that state of mind, we can know that even though I'm experiencing this pain right now, I can be experiencing the answer and the joy right now. There's no time necessary in order for me to return to who I really am. No time at all. Snapping somebody in this enlightened state of mind is something that I have done. There's been individuals that I've spoken to in the past where they have been asleep, like dead asleep in the world of illusions, and I've said a few words and it snapped them awake and they were here where we're at now. It takes no time to return to who you really are. It takes no time to be what you already are. It just takes a shift in your perception. It takes a shift in awareness. And the more we remain here in this place and this state of mind where only love abides, the easier it becomes to get here, and the easier it will be to help others get here as well. Now, let's continue, but just understand that the closest time to eternity that we could get to in this world is now. The past is no longer, and the future is not here. It is now and only now. We are doing it all now, meaning although you're thinking of the past, you're doing it now. Although you're thinking of the future, you're doing it now. And remember that you're doing that now. There is only now, ever. Only now. This is the only time that there is. That cannot be said enough. this instant, this nanosecond that is continuously passing, this moment is the only time that there really is. This you will learn to do increasingly as every lesson, faithfully rehearsed, brings you more swiftly to this holy place and leaves you for a moment to your capital S self. He will direct your practicing today, for what you ask for now is what he wills. And having joined your will with his this day, what you are asking must be given you. Nothing is needed but today's idea to light your mind and let it rest in still anticipation and in quiet joy, wherein you quickly leave the world behind. From this day forth, your ministry takes on a genuine devotion and a glow that travels from your fingertips to those you touch and blesses those you look upon. A vision reaches everyone you meet and everyone you think of or who thinks of you. For your experience today will so transform your mind that it becomes the touchstone for the holy thoughts of God. This is powerful. As me and you are purifying ourselves and returning to who we really are, anytime we think of someone else, they are healed because remember, there's no separation between who we are and who that individual is. So whenever we think of them, we are beaming pure knowingness of who they are. And whenever you are in pure knowingness of who you are, no sickness can ever abide, ever. It's only whenever you lose track of who you are and you believe that you're something that you're not, that sickness begins to take place. But by me and you being anchored in the state of mind, now anybody could think of us and all they will be reminded of is that pure, non-judgmental, loving individual, and they will be healed by our thought. That is powerful. That is something that we are going to practice to do because we haven't fully anchored ourselves in this state, but that is a power of ours, if you will. Not only me and you, but everyone has the same abilities that everyone has. God creates equal. There's only one of us here. There's only one mind, and many parts of this mind are the unique perceptions that I call me, that you call you, but there's only one. And whenever one part of that mind is healed, then it heals the rest. Now, there's a lesson that I just thought of. We've done it already. I can't remember the exact title or the heading, but it's I am never healed alone. I am not healed alone, meaning because me and you are becoming healed right now, we are not healed alone. Everyone, all that is benefiting from the work that me and you are doing right now, which is powerful. For your experience today will so transform your mind that it becomes the touchstone for the holy thoughts of God. Your body will be sanctified today, its only purpose being now to bring the vision of what you experience this day to light the world. Powerful. The only purpose of our body is to be the tangible vision of what others see in order to remind them of who they really are. That is the only purpose of our body. This body is a communication device. It is a learning device. The first phase is me and you using this body to learn that it is not who we are, which is what we have done today and for the past few hundred days. And we have came to that realization. So one, the body is a learning device. And once we move past that learning, because no learning is no longer necessary, because we have anchored ourselves in the knowingness of who we really are, then the body is no longer necessary, and all it will be useful for now is to be a communication device, meaning it will be a tangible visual experience for those who only see with their body's eyes but do not yet have real vision. They can use us as the basis to be reminded of who they really are as well. And whenever their body, their learning device is no longer needed because they have anchor themselves in the knowingness of who they really are, then their body can be that same tangible experience for those who haven't remembered yet, so that way they can remember. Yet it leaves a vision in our eyes which we can offer everyone, that he may come the sooner to the same experience in which the world is quietly forgot and heaven is remembered for a while. As this experience increases and all goals but this become of little worth. The world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time, a little more like heaven in its ways, a little nearer its deliverance, and you who bring it light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. The time will come when you will not return in the same form in which you now appear. Powerful. I really want you to hear that. The time will come when you will not return in this world in the same form in which you now appear, which is as a body, as a human, if you will. For you will have no need of it, yet now it has a purpose and will serve it well. Me and you have a purpose right now, and we are going to use this body as a great way to fulfill that purpose. That purpose is for me and you to be a representation of what someone who follows only one voice looks like. Me and you only follow one voice, and the voice we follow is truth, is God, is source, is all that is. It's just simply truth. Now, most individuals here only follow what is not true. They follow the ego, the fear, and me and you are here to be pure representations of what it looks like to do otherwise and remind them of who they really are, because we are all the same. Remember, me and you are equivalent counterparts. Me and you are equal. There is no abilities that I have that you cannot possess. There is no abilities that you have that I cannot possess. We are equal. There is no place where you are more or less, where I am more or less. And there's a place in the course, in the text, I believe it's like paragraph 1, but I'm not too sure. But it states that to look at another individual in awe is a, a disservice to yourself, because you're believing that this individual is more than you are. You're putting them on a pedestal, and you're not looking at them as the same substance and source that you are. You are the same as that individual who you are gratifying, but because you believe that they're more than you, you believe that you're less, therefore you have introduced separation. Whenever you understand that there is no separation, you understand that you are exactly the same as that individual, and although the body may appear different, and the things that the body has attained in this world, such as material possessions or success or accolades, may appear different, at the very core of your being and that individual's being, there is no separation, there is no difference at all. And whenever you see that version of them, then you can pierce through the veil of illusion that they have built for themselves, and you can see them for who they really are. And you will pierce through your own veil of illusion too, because you see that if that individual over there, who is the same exact source as you, then in this world, is if it is your desire to have the same success that that individual has attained, or the accolades or the material possessions, you can just as easily do that, because this world is an illusion, and it is forming based around, it is, everything in your world is orbiting around you based off of your vibration, if you will, based off of the way you see yourself. Your self image is very key here, and whenever you know that who you really are is capital S self, you are what God created, and that is your new self image, then the world will revolve around you, people, situations, and events that will reflect that knowingness of who you are. Whenever an individual sees themselves as insignificant and not enough, and that is their self image, then they are going to be surrounded by people who see them that way, and they're going to be around events that treat them that way, and they believe that it's happening to them, but it's not happening to them. It's happening as a result of them believing that that is who they are. And whenever they change that self image and they remember that they are self, then their world will reflect that as well. So just know that whenever anyone treats you in a way that is not as you would prefer, what's most likely happening is you don't see yourself as good enough. And second situation that could be occurring, if you're here with me now and you know who you are, and someone still treats you how you wouldn't prefer, then that individual is simply projecting their own fearful thoughts on you and responding to their own projections, believing that they are you when it's not you. It's their own projections and ideas and beliefs of you. But it's they're not really seeing a clear version of you because you are them. They're only seeing a distorted image of who they think you are because they don't know who they really are. And if they knew who they really were, then they could only see that within you as well, because there's no separation between who they are and who you are. As this experience increases, all goals but this become of little worth. The world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time, a little more like heaven in its ways, a little nearer in its deliverance. And you who bring in light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. The time will come when you will not return in the same form in which you now appear. Let's continue. Today we will embark upon a course you have not dreamed of, but the Holy One, the giver of the happy dreams of life, translator of perception into truth, the holy guide to heaven given you, has dreamed for you this journey which you make and start today. With this experience, this day holds out to you to be your own. Into Christ's presence will we enter now, serenely unaware of everything except his shining face and perfect love. The vision of his face will stay with you, but there will be an instant which transcends all vision, even this, the holiest. This you will never teach, for you attained it not through learning. Yet the vision speaks of your remembrance of what you knew that instant, and will surely know again. This has been a powerful lesson. Now, let's go ahead and conclude right there. Let's go ahead and allow this to be consumed in our minds. Let's allow our minds to be just flooded with this value today. Do not lose sight of this presence that me and you have remembered today. As me and you go our separate ways today, it is going to be very crucial for us to remain here, because it is unnecessary to remain anywhere else. Me and you are here right now in truth, the only place that there really is. And whenever we fall asleep from this and we choose a route that is not love, simply choose again. And me and you are always here, and we could always come back to this energy we have cultivated right now by simply just pressing play. And we can come back to each other's presence at all points and times, whatever it may take for you to regain this state of being. If you do lose track of it today, by any means necessary, you must make that commitment to reawaken, because everything that you want is here. Nothing that you want is in that little self-image that you've made for yourself. Let's release attachment to that self-image and everything that that self wants, because everything that me and you are is already accomplished and is done, and we are here to show others, our loved ones, and even those that we may appear that are strangers, we are here to show them that they are what me and you are embodying right now. There is no difference between us and them. So let's pause right here. We are going to come back for tomorrow's lesson 158, and may we never be the same.